Hey, shalom, Yahba, Shemel, Shabrakata.
Hello, my Lord. You hear me, sir?
Khan, I can hear you.
Most High in Christ. You know what it'll be Tawab, sir?
Khan, go ahead.
If we probably would have to do it had to have done it ahead of time, but in the event where what I'm saying, where one of us can't be seen, if we can get one of them pictures up, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, Khan.
Kind of that would be Tawab, so the people can still what I'm saying, know who they talking to, but it's no sweat.
Khan, I'm
Just
gonna set it up shortly.
count constant.
Most High in Christ.
Hey, shalom, everybody. Shalom. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah Brakatah, all the brothers. Yahweh Shemar Alatha Bashim Yahweh Shah, all the sisters. What's going on with y'all, man? See, I got my brother Officer Yanazar up in here. Shalom out. What's going on? Got the sister Sunshine J. What's going on, sis? Shalom. Yahweh Shemar Alatha Bashim Yahweh Shah. Most High in Christ. Officer Magana Mad. Hey, shalom, Mat. What's going on, bro? Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah Brakatah. I was just with Officer Yawasabia Allah yesterday. Shout out to Officer Yawasabia Allah. You know what I'm saying? Holding down ISUPK Puerto Rico. He's going to let some more people, you know what I'm saying, crowd on in. And we're going to go ahead and get started.
Yeah, hey, shalom, Yahba, Shemel, Shabrakata, Yah Shemalatan, Bashemel Shai. You know what I'm saying? This prison officer of 1,000 as a ab. You can't see me right now because I'm at the slave, guys. But I'm still here, you know what I'm saying? With my co-host, my right-hand man.
Damn right.
On the officer of 500, Tabawan Yahawada. We've been holding this down.
Come.
Minute, you know what I'm saying? To water to the men above us, you know what I'm saying? Big up Commanding General Yohana.
Damn right.
Generals, captains, officers, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? Troopers, young men, sisters, babies. You know how we do it in Israel. Welcome to another edition of Unplugged from the Matrix.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? And if you see what the title is, Lord knows.
Damn right.
And what we got for the people today, Tabawan?
Not much out of one. In the meantime, if you could, Baba Kushai, you could always do the I don't even know how to word half this StreamYard stuff. What's the one with the dual thing? You know what I'm talking about, sir?
What, like the screen thing?
Yeah, you can split the screen and they'll see the logo, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like at least they'll know it's still both of us.
Khan, I'm going to add it right now.
Khan, I don't want Khan to meet the water, sir. In the meantime, let me go ahead and run this down. So again, shalom, everybody. The water for tuning in with us. You know what I'm saying? We was on a little bit of a break last week. You know what I'm saying? We did go ahead and broadcast one of our best shows we ever did, man. We went and broadcasted that for y'all. A real treat, a real throwback. You know what I'm saying? But every week you will be getting some content from us. Period, point blank. Consistency is key. We've been rocking out for a while and we're going to continue to do so. You know what I'm saying, against the water to everybody who's continued to be down with us, you know what I'm saying, and help us keep pushing this truth. All right. So before I get into the actual stories for today, let me just remind everybody this is the Unplugged from the Matrix podcast. You know what I'm saying, brought to you by the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, under Commanding General Yohana. You understand? This podcast, you know what I'm saying, has been implemented for us to do what? To do the same thing we do in all of our classes, all of our street speakings, and so on and so forth. Is to wake our people up, to unplug our people from the matrix, to remove the veil that has been pulled over their eyes, to blind them from the absolute unadulterated truth. You understand? And what is that truth? In the movie The Matrix, Morpheus says that the fact is you are a slave. That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. But there's more to it. You're not just still a slave here in America, but you've been a slave. You've been a slave and you've been under captivity after captivity after captivity. And at the end of the day, you've been convinced that this is the place where, where you are supposed to be. Let me give a good word, a good way to say it. That this is the place where you can rest and be comfortable. That this is your home. That this is your land. You're an American too. That's a lie. And it's been a lie. And it's just presented to you so that way they can continue to bleed resources from you and steal from you and rob you and destroy you. The reality is, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true Jews that the Bible speaks of. That's the reality. And the only way we're ever going to be liberated is by coming back to the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments. This place and any place on earth, any government on earth is not your rest. It's not. You will not prosper as a people, as a nation. Okay. And so we're going to bring some stories out today to further just drive the point home, as we do every week, and show just how diabolical this government is. The real, America behind the veil. Okay. So first thing we're going to talk about, this is a story. People might have seen it. Let me see this. This is a story out of Alabama. A story out of Alabama. I think we see where this is going. An Alabama councilman used a racial slur to refer to black colleague in meeting. Yes, you heard that correctly. An Alabama councilman used a racial slur to refer to a black colleague in a meeting. We're going to see video of this and show this. Alabama, this is an elected official, if I'm not mistaken. This Alabama councilman. There we go. Most High. It's like it. Most High in Christ. This is an elected official, if I'm not mistaken. An Alabama councilman was filmed during a meeting. Like, I'm not talking about a small meeting. I don't mean like in the conference room meeting. I mean a public meeting, a public political meeting. In the middle of this meeting, he used, we'll see what word was used, to refer to another black councilman, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh-wee. That's a doozy right there. Then we're going to talk about a small little local story real quick. We won't spend too much time on it, but again, these little stories got to come out too, because these are the things you don't see on your national news. While they're peddling to blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians that they love us, that they love blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, we don't see what's happening, on a small scale all throughout the country. They show you the news that they want you to see and things of that nature. This is a story out of, a local story, ISUPK, under Commander General Yohana. The Unplugged from the Matrix podcast is, of course, broadcasted from North Carolina. This story says, in quote, "Congratulations to Bon Quisha. A North Carolina car dealer's racist Facebook post ruins woman's car buying experience." Ooh-wee. We're going to get into that story, a short story. A sister bought a car, and she was all excited. She was all happy. She was going to go and tell all her friends about how this dealership, they just did her so good. Well, the dealership put up a Facebook post and absolutely insulted and denigrated this black woman. Okay? Completely insulted her. Get out of one.
Yeah, you know why? Because who the fuck are these niggas who could come up and buy expensive cars from our when they're slaves?
Right.
We don't like
Con. That's right.
Rawest form so all people can understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they see us prospering and doing certain things, they really don't like it.
Con. That's right. Damn right. Con. So that's exactly what it is. And we see this story, man. And this sister, and again, other people who are outside of the ISUPK, they're going to see things like this, and it's going to hurt them so much, Alawan. They're going to be so hurt. Like, oh, how we still have this kind of hatred? How could this be? But in the ISUPK and Commander General Yohana, we're immune to this because we know who the devil is. Right. We know who the devil is. We know what I'm saying? We know who's the wicked on the earth. We know that because we know the scriptures. So this doesn't come to a surprise to us at all, but still we have to feed the flock and let the people know what time it is. Okay. So then also we got another story. So then I wanted to touch briefly on kind of another political thing. You know what I'm saying? Here's a story out of Chicago. So the mayor of Chicago, who, if I'm not mistaken, is a black woman, Mayor Lightfoot, she implemented a plan a year ago to try to stop some of the violence in Chicago.
What's her name?
her name is Mayor Lightfoot.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, Mayor Lightfoot implemented a plan about a year ago to try to, decrease some of the gun violence in Chicago. Well, a report has come out that some of those neighborhoods that she was working in are absolutely worse than they were before. Blacks, Hispanics, and Albanians are being killed even more than they were a year ago. The gun violence is up throughout the city. So in other words, that shit ain't working. Salakia. It's not working at all. And so I wanted to just kind of briefly tap into that just to show people again what real leadership is and what it isn't. You know what I'm saying? And to show you again that this is not your rest. You know what I'm saying? We've heard how many times that we have to change things from the inside. We have to change things from the inside. We have to vote. We have to get our own elected officials in there so we can see some change. When we're seeing some change, all right, it's getting worse. That's what's happening. Okay. So then, I got another story out of Illinois. I don't know if this is in Chicago. Another young brother, man, attacked by a police dog. Attacked by a police dog who chewed on this brother's leg for about 5 minutes. We got some video for that. We might get a chance to touch on Jeff Bezos, everybody's favorite billionaire, went into outer space. He's the second billionaire to go into outer space in like less than a week. Okay, so we're going to talk about that and talk about the pride of this devil. While you sitting here suffering in the ghettos of America, this billionaire has a spaceship. You understand? And he's going to outer space for fun while you're starving and getting your leg chewed off by police dogs. Last but not least, this is, just showing you America again. Like you said, I don't want a great title. The hate continues. Biden to allow eviction moratorium to expire Saturday. Yes, this is big news. This is very, very, very big news. Of course, there has been an eviction moratorium in place for I think almost a year now due to COVID-19, due to all of the issues that have, that the country has faced as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Basically preventing people from being evicted due to the shortage in jobs, people's inability to get to work, changes in public transportation, so many things. The country was mostly shut down for quite a long time. And now that it's starting to kind of pick back up again, they're going to allow the moratorium to end. So a lot of people are going to be kicked out of their homes who have not been able to find work. And it's a lot of people, obviously, mostly Black and Hispanics who have not been able to find work as a result of the pandemic. And they're going to be homeless shortly. So we're going to talk about that. And that's what I got for right now, Ottawa. So, you know what I'm saying? If you could just give me 45 seconds as I run to my kitchen and get myself a glass, I'm ready to go. Can you hear me, sir? It's like I'm not sure if the Ottawa got not cut off, but I don't know if he's still muted or something like that. No sweat. It's no sweat. We're just gonna go ahead and get into the first story. Just give me 1 minute. Bear with me, just 1 second.
Come on, whenever you're ready. So again, we titled this broadcast the way we did because it's continuous. You know what I'm saying? The things are happening to our people inside of America, and the people who told us that everything's going to be. Need you to show me exactly how we came up with. What have we achieved as a people inside of America when, even when we go and buy a vehicle, we have posts being made about us on Facebook and wherever else, making us look like we ain't shit. Like help me out. Help me out. Let's understand exactly where have we gotten to from where we came from.
You
know what I'm saying? Because it's been a perpetual hatred. It's been continuous evil. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what it continues. We in the ISUPK under Command General Yohana, we know who our enemies are.
That's right.
We know who we should look out for. You know what I'm saying? Before we even start, brother, can you get me Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse 12 or 12 and 10? What I want. So all people get to understand exactly why we say what we say, and we deal with other nations the way we do. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because you know what I'm saying, the scripture says that we should do certain things, and that's what we do. It says that we shouldn't do something, and we don't do it.
That's right.
You got
That's right. Come. So this is the book of Ecclesiasticus.
You got the scripture.
So you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
No, it says you should always trust your enemy. That's what it said right there. One.
Never trust thine enemy.
Keep going.
For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
So is his wickedness, man. Like at the end of the day, no matter how much you trust your enemy, he's still gonna be wicked. He's still gonna be our enemy. He's still gonna do what the enemy does. You can't make a lion, even if you shave off a lion's mane. It's still gonna be a lion. It's just not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Come.
We shave off the to how our enemies treat us. Fame grows back, and we see, hey, look, that's still the people who are oppressing us. That's still the people who hate us. That's still the people who had a perpetual hatred for us. I just wanted to bring that up real quick. Feel like it, brother.
Come on, that's absolutely on point. I think we should go. I want to go to the car dealership first because it's short, right? Let's go there first, man. Let's go here. Let's talk about this dealership here in North Carolina. Good old North Kakalaki. Okay. And let's see what this is all about. You feel me? Let's go. Right. So this article is actually BET picked it up. BET picked it up. You know what I'm saying? This local story. And let's see what it says. So it says, congratulations to Bon Quisha. North Carolina car dealer's racist Facebook post ruins woman's car buying experience. The post was up for an hour before it was deleted. A 21-year-old North Carolina woman was excited about purchasing her first vehicle, but her excitement quickly turned to shock and disbelief when the car dealer made a racist Facebook post about the experience. According to ABC 11, Trinity Bethune says she bought her first car at the Lumberton Honda dealership in Lumberton, North Carolina, with her own money. Now, you know, both me and my Ottawa here are not originally from North Carolina, so I don't know the landscape too well. But if I'm not mistaken, Lumberton, if anybody knows, let me know in the chat. Lumberton, North Carolina, is like home to the Lumbee Indians, who I believe are Israelites. You know what I'm saying? I believe it was brought out that they in fact are our brothers and sisters, right? So Lumberton, this is a place where plenty of, you know what I'm saying, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians live. Okay. And this sister went to this Honda dealership in Lumberton and bought this car with her own money. It says, but then a post appeared on the dealership's Facebook page on Thursday, reading, congratulations to Bon Quisha on her 2016 Toyota Camry. I would like to repeat, this sister's name is Trinity. Her name is Trinity Bethune. And they would have put up and of course they know her name because she just bought a car from them. You understand? They know her name. She just bought a vehicle. You have to, of course, have a driver's license and insurance and so on and so forth, and all the documentation that is necessary to buy a vehicle from a legitimate Honda dealership. They know her name full well. And instead of calling her by her name, they wrote on their Facebook for the public to see, congratulations to Bon Quisha on her 2016 Toyota Camry. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all make of that? What was the implication here? What was this dealership, you know, saying? The Ottawa already broke it down that this dealership, obviously, you know what I'm saying, they probably hated the fact that she came up in there and bought a relatively new vehicle. 2016 ain't that old. They probably expected this sister to come in there and try to get a 2009, a 2008, you know what I'm saying, Accord, but she came in there and bought a 2016 Toyota Camry with her own money.
Right. You see that? And so
Mm-hmm.
like that is what pisses them off. Like
Right.
really and truly, if they decided, if it wasn't for the Lord and they decided, yeah, we go really make America great again, you're not gonna be able to buy a Toyota Camry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You
Okay.
will be able to do it. You know why? Because they're gonna stop you. Like
Right.
just like in the past. Like and thanks again to what I'm saying, OG Mike, because we could have had our own car dealerships. We could have
That's right.
had our own car manufacturers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If it wasn't for, the Martin Luther King doctrine of integration and loving and kissing everybody on their lips.
Right. That's
You
right.
know, so
That's
like it,
right.
bro. Go on, bro.
Come on, sir. No, that's exactly what it is. You on point with that one because they can't stand to see us in, to be reminded, or we are still slaves. Let's not get that twisted. But anything that we do that makes it even look like our condition is changing or, what I'm saying, or we're trying to prosper, what I'm saying, especially in the South, they're not going for that. They don't like that. You know what I'm saying?
And
Please,
so
I
like,
want.
not to cut you off, brother, but you're
Please,
so
sir.
on point with what you're saying. The oppressor is a sore winner. If
Right.
he winning, he mad. You know what I'm saying? Like who does that?
Right.
It's only a beast that can do that. That can have that type of, what I'm saying, a spirit on
Right.
them. Like you have a whole car dealership.
Mm.
The sister is coming to buy a car from you, thousands
Right.
of dollars. You should be happy that she's doing that. But guess what? You mad?
That's right.
Good night.
And for those who might be a little bit confused, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, I imagine you wouldn't be. But Bonquisha is a stereotypical name that oppressors specifically like to use to, again, denigrate, make fun of, and talk down on black women. They used to say, I remember back in the day, they used to say Shaniqua, which was a lot of sisters' actual name, Shaniqua. And sisters used to have certain names like that a lot of times in the 90s, 2000s, names like Shaniqua, what I'm saying, Keisha, certain things like that. And it became almost, again, a stereotype. And whenever they wanted to paint a picture of a black woman as ghetto, as loud, as boisterous, or any of those adjectives, they would throw in one of these names. There was a famous video that came out, this is probably 2015, 2016, of a girl who got into an altercation with another young sister. I want to say they were either in high school or, what I'm saying, very, mid-teens, something like that. And they had a fight and the girl hit her, and the girl's name was Sharkeisha. I don't know if y'all remember that. And they started to use this name and throw up Sharkeisha everywhere as the pinnacle of ghetto hood ratness, of ghetto, what they might say as ratchetry, just being ratchet, right? So again, these kind of things, these devils, these oppressors, they do that all the time. Something that is common amongst us, you know what I'm saying? I went to college with girls named Shaniqua, you know what I'm saying, and Shaquisha, who were intelligent sisters. That just happens to be the name that their parents gave them, right? But these oppressors, these devils will take parts of our culture, right, and make fun of it at the same time, you know what I'm saying, as trying to benefit off of it. They didn't mind that this black sister came and spent her money with them, you know what I mean? But then they're going to take this opportunity to go make fun of her, right?
Now,
So,
black,
please, sir.
man, you hitting the nail on the head, brother. Because guess what? Even by the so-called ratchet behavior, guess who we learn it from?
Right.
Guess who we learn? A lot of people think that, black people loud and what I'm saying, clamorous and stuff like. But guess who we learn that shit from?
The devil.
We learn it from the same people who using it against us. Because guess what? We follow it after them and they don't like it. How can you be more loud than me? How can you be more, clamorous than me? How can you follow me and do all these things and you still come in and buy a car worth thousands of dollars? You should know
Right.
who you're a slave. Why are you coming in my spot?
That's right. That's right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta blame the Christian pastors. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
I gotta blame all these other philosophies that we follow. You know what I mean? Not the book that the Most High put here for us or manual. You know what I mean? I blame everybody else.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Give credit where credit is due. Salaki.
And right. So no, that absolutely. You have to blame these pastors because these are the people that they want us to join with. They want us to join with these people when all they do is look down on us. Don't get it twisted. This is a perfect example, like the Otto one said. This is a perfect example of them willing to take your money. You know what I'm saying? Like my brother Officer Yanazar said, great example of how they hate us after they get our money. They will take your money. But the reality is they don't, them taking your money doesn't mean they love you because they let you buy a car, because they let you, you know what I'm saying, maybe make a little bit of money in their economy. That doesn't mean that they love you. They hate you. They despise you. They look down on you. They think that you're nothing. No matter what you do, you can be educated. You understand? You can be, you know what I'm saying, a Tawab mother. You can be a Tawab father. You can be a stand-up citizen as well. Guess what? Somebody's still going to look at you and call you Bonquisha. You know what I'm saying? To try to downplay, you know what I'm saying, what they perceive as a culture that's lower than theirs. I remember when they used to make fun, I say this all the time, they used to make fun of black men for calling each other brother. We black men been calling each other brother since slavery. You understand? And they used to make fun of us for it, but now they want to run around and they want to call each other bro, brother, same thing. You know what I'm saying? Now little white girls want to get straight backs. You know what I'm saying? Want to get braids and get different colors in their hair and all that stuff the way sisters do. Now little white girls, you know what I'm saying, and teenage white girls want to listen to Meg Thee Stallion and things like that. You understand? But just because they profit off of you does not mean that they don't absolutely hate your guts. Let me read a little bit more, sir, because the sister had a response to this, and she responded, I think, very, very well, and it's unfortunate to see this happen to her. It says, so congratulations to Bonquisha on her 2016 Toyota Camry. In response, Bethune wrote, I'm not sure if this is a joke or something, but my name is definitely Trinity Bethune. Salakia, I'm very offended by this post. It's almost a racial slur. If I'm not addressed by my name, then please don't address me at all. The 21-year-old says the post was up for more than an hour prior to it being deleted. Screenshots of it, though, quickly spread on social media. There's a little bit of it's a quick video here. No, I don't think she wants to be identified. That's not, you know what I'm saying? They got all her quotes, so it's fine. It says the name Bonquisha, it seems like a stereotype for someone you know, for them to be like ghetto. Bethune told the news station, it's something people use towards black people as a racial slur, as an offensive term. Bethune, who also works as a personal care assistant, relayed how hurt she was being reduced to a stereotype. I feel like my character was played with, she told WTVD. I mean, I think I carry myself in a very well manner. Damn. So let me show this picture too.
And while you're showing the picture, I'm going to say this. I mean, the response was okay, but, you know, let's just say that had happened to, you know what I'm saying, a sister in the UPK.
Right.
I mean, Command in General, Anna would go off.
Of course.
You know what I mean? And the men above us, you know.
Damn right.
And I know, too, the sister, if it was to be hypothetically speaking in the UPK, her response would be to the effect where, you know what I mean, if she has a husband, it would be, you know what I mean, along the lines where when she responds, it would create an opera inside of America. You know why? Because we know who the devil are. You know what I'm saying? The sister does not really know. That's why it shocked her that they would put a post like that and call her by that name.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you call one of us nigger or whatever, we gonna call you cracker.
Right.
That's how it is. You know what I mean? We gonna tell you about yourself.
Damn right.
And this is what we're doing right now on this very, very, very podcast.
That's right.
You know, like, you don't have to subscribe to bowing your head and feeling like, oh, why did they say this or do this to me? Nah. Say the oppressor is the devil, the Bible speaks of, with your chest out and your head straight up.
That's right.
And let them know that you're not a slave.
That's
you
right.
Know? This is why it's very important for brothers and sisters to come into the UPK. You know what I mean? The Israelite School of Universal Knowledge. You know what
Damn
I mean?
right. Come, come. I don't want. If I may, you can see the screen?
Did you share the screen?
No, I'm about to share my screen.
Khan, go ahead.
All right, because I want y'all to see this. I want y'all to see this because now I don't know about this show at all. I know nothing about this show, but I'm gonna draw the parallel with this name, this stereotype, and what they're really saying, man. It's way more diabolical than it seems. Like, that's why the sister said, "Is this a joke?" Because it's really not funny. So this is a show that I don't know what station it was on or what network, but this was a cartoon that was out. So look at this. Let me show this. Salakia. 1 second. Let me share my screen. Do y'all see that?
They should be able to see it.
Y'all see that? That right there is a character from a show called Camp. Camp. Right now, again, I don't know much about it. I've seen it before or already heard of it, but I've never watched it or anything. But Camp is a cartoon. If I could see what network. I think it was it on Adult Swim? It might have been on Adult Swim. It's like an adult. It's an American Rooster Teeth 2D animated comedy adult cartoon web series. Back in 2016, it was created. Right? It was let's see who created it. Okay, this devil right here, Jordan Swears, and another devil, Miles Luna. So this devil, Miles Luna, and this other devil, Jordan Swears, created a cartoon, right, called Camp. This character is named Bonquisha. Now, I don't know if the people at that dealership who put up that post ever saw this cartoon. I don't know if they did. I don't know if they didn't. But look, this is the stereotype. Look at everything about this and tell me that this is not the same stereotype that they have been using about black women forever. They've been using these. Look at her arms. Look at her hips. Look at her face and her hoop earrings and her hair. And then look at her shirt. Let's zoom in on that. So they give her these manly arms, these brolic manly arms, right? Then they give her these big hoop earrings. Again, there's nothing wrong with hoop earrings, but they make fun of our culture. They make fun of it. It's a joke to them. And then here's probably the most diabolical part of it all. Read her shirt. What does that mean? What do they mean by no gag reflex? What are they implying about black women? Somebody in the chat tell me what they named this character Bonquisha. She's a black woman with a masculine build and hoop earrings, voluptuous, with a shirt that says no gag reflex. And I don't know the show, but I read a little caption. I believe the main character is a little devil, a little white boy, and she's like obsessed with him and basically tries to force herself on him. Obviously, Yanazar said sexual innuendo. It's basically saying that a black woman is good for nothing but sex. That's what she's good for. She has no gag reflex, meaning she's the best at giving fellatio. And she's wearing a shirt showing that. And this character is literally named Bonquisha.
Yeah, and you see this is why, again, I can't stress it enough. The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge is so important right now for Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, because this stereotypical demon that these other nations carry towards us is the reason why they even like you see this image right here. It made them a lot of money, but guess what it did? It destroyed the fabric of our society when it comes to our women.
That's right.
Other nations will look at that and say like, yeah, we ain't fucking with no black woman because you know what I'm saying. Look at you know what I'm saying. They have a masculine energy and this and that. This is what is being pushed all throughout the earth. You know what I'm saying when it comes to our people.
That's right.
But guess what? The only reason why they can come up with all of that is because they study in our culture. They start studying the way we move, the way we do things, and just so that they can look good, they make us look bad. You understand?
Right.
This is why it is so very important for us to sever ourselves from these other nations, man.
Damn right.
Sever, meaning to cut ourselves off, severely chop ourselves off from these other nations.
Damn
So now,
right.
guess what? If we don't integrate, we don't be around them, they can do whatever they want in their society. We wouldn't give a flying bird. You
That's
understand?
right.
But guess what? We would know who we are. We would
That's
know
right.
what we are about, and then we would be able to you know what I'm saying be more mindful
Right.
of how we conduct ourselves amongst ourselves.
That's
Does
right.
that make sense?
Damn right, Adwan. Absolutely. And that's the key difference between us and everybody else. We are mindful, you know what I'm saying, of the differences between us. We're mindful of who our enemy is and mindful of ourselves. We know our sisters are better than this, and we hold them to that standard. I'm gonna show one more picture, and we can go on to the next one just to show you this disgusting, you know what I'm saying, how they look at us, man. And we fall into these, excuse me, we sometimes fall into these stereotypes and we let them use it against us to perpetuate ideals that have never been our ideals. They've never been our ideals. They've never been who we are. You understand?
Like if I may real quick, hey
Please,
Shalom
sir.
to you know what I mean brother Thaquanya Howard. We've been chopping it up, you know what I'm saying, on Clubhouse and whooping ass.
Most High in Christ.
Big up yourself, brother. Thanks for joining on Club from the Matrix.
Damn right. Damn right. Most High in Christ. Shalom. How about and this one again, so there's a little bit of some vulgarity on this. No nudity or anything. It's a word. But still, y'all can see, y'all, we're all adults here. Look at this next one. Look at this next one. Salakia. Y'all see that? Look what she got on her shirt now. Same arms, same brolic manly arms with the hips. Look at that face, that angry face, that angry, you know what I'm saying, with the hoops in the hair. And then what does her shirt say? The C word factory.
Salakia. That is listen, bro. If this is not witchcraft, I don't know what else is. You know what I'm saying? This is absolute witchcraft because this is saying that, as you pointed out earlier, our women is just good for, you know what I'm saying, sex.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or women is good for giving fellatio.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
She's a whore.
Right.
She's a
Basically,
whore.
you know what I mean? And a lot of our own people embrace that type of spirit.
Absolutely. Khan.
This is why we have T.I. having a whole strip club in Atlanta, but they're talking about he love black people. That
Right.
makes no sense. You
Khan.
understand?
That's right. Damn right, Adawan. Like, this is, if anybody's ever heard the term, I hate to even repeat it, but you know what I mean, but it's prevalent here. You know what I'm saying? The term ghetto gaggers. Ghetto gaggers, you know what I'm saying, was some kind of disgusting pornographic, you know what I'm saying, series where they, you know what I'm saying, got black women to perform all kinds of disgusting acts, right? On these white white men, and they use racial slurs and things of that nature, right? And tied that into the sexual acts and called these black women ghetto gaggers. And this spirit right here, this is the name that they told this sister, they put on the Facebook. Oh, congratulations to Bon Quisha for buying a 2016 Toyota Camry. It ain't no joke. It's not funny. This is what they are to you. I mean, this is what you are to them, Salakia. Yes, sir.
And Salakia, if I may, like somebody in the comment section, help me understand. So where is the stop black women hate?
Right.
Where Where is it? I ain't hearing Al Sharpton talking about this though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not hearing Jesse. I'm not hearing your pastor that you actually go to and see in the church every Wednesday. You know what I mean? Choir practice and Sunday or Saturday, whenever. I ain't hearing nobody. I ain't even see this
Right.
story on CNN. You know what I'm saying? This is absolutely disgusting. This is why the scripture calls this place the sinful kingdom, man.
That's right.
It is so diabolical and evil, the things that are happening, you know what I mean, to our people, and it's being swept under the rug because our leaders are dumb dogs. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right. That's
They're
right.
sleeping because this
That's
don't
right.
really bother them because you know what I mean, they ain't gonna get a paycheck to defend the system
That's right.
or to stop, you know what I'm saying, this so-called how do you call it, series from
Right.
going off the air. If this was how to say it, another nation, whichever one, it would create opera. It would be like madness. Like, how can you all portray us like this? You know what I mean?
Right.
Because these other nations stick to themselves. They value whatever they have going on in their communities. You
That's
know what I
right.
mean, among themselves, but we don't. And this is again the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. I'm gonna say this all throughout the show. Is the home of the truth, the only place, the only sanctuary for blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
That's
You know what
right.
I'm saying? To get unplugged from this fictitious lifestyle that
That's
we
right.
live in inside of America.
Damn
So
right.
like,
Con. So yeah, so now that's what it is, Adawan. You know what I mean? Absolutely disgusting for our, you know what I'm saying, for our people to not even be aware of some of these things that continuously happen. These kind of stories come out consistently, and our people would not know if it wasn't for the ISUPK and the Commanding General Yohana, if it wasn't for Black Watch, if it wasn't for Unplugged from the Matrix, if it wasn't for Boot Up or Shut Up, if it wasn't for Ask Ye the Prophets, One West Radio, Cross the Line Radio. We'd have no idea of these things. The ISUPK didn't take over Clubhouse. Then how would our people know? They wouldn't know. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Who did? Some of these things going on. And now that I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm tasked with investigating some of these things, it's so easy for me every single week when I'm compiling stories for some of these different shows that I work on. It's easy. It's not even difficult. And it's always something. It's always something local. It's always something, you know what I'm saying, some small stories that no one else has heard of. I go look for them. I don't have to try hard to find them. So I know CNN could find them. I know it. You know what I'm saying? But they don't oftentimes. You know what I mean? And so, you know, our people really, we just got to wake up, man. We just got to wake up. That sister was completely wronged. And if she had been in here under Commanding General Yohana, trust me, it would have been a much bigger deal. We would have made it, you know what I'm saying, a much bigger deal than what it was. You
and
understand?
if I may, and that goes to show that, you know, again, Commanding General Yohana love his people.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean? But your Christian pastor don't.
That's right.
Your politicians
Damn right.
don't. You know what I mean? So like it.
Con, so no, that's right on time. And you mentioned the politicians. You mentioned the politics. Let's get this Alabama councilman real fast. Let's see how fast we can do this. There's a video. I'm gonna try to share it myself, sir, because I know you say you on your phone, correct?
Come.
So I'm gonna go ahead and try to share this video of this councilman. Let me see if it's on YouTube. That would be too wild if it was on YouTube. Let's see.
While the brother doing that, I just want to thank everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who joined us on Unplugged from the Matrix. We're streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. You know what I mean? Like, share, subscribe. Get this truth out there. You know what I mean? Let our people see the actual work that we're doing. You know what I mean? To help unplug our people, to help wake our people up. You know what I mean? From the deep sleep that we've been put under by all these philosophies, you know what I'm saying? Especially Christianity inside of America. You know what I mean? Unplug from the matrix. You know what I mean? Let's do it, Kaba.
Come on. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Salakia. I gotta play it from here. 1 second. So if they can see the screen, Now I'm gonna go ahead and let's see.
The N-word.
I mean, I know I'm black.
Do we have?
You want to address what I have to say?
Do we have a house in here?
Yeah, you. Okay.
Do we? Hey, do we? Would she please stand up?
Y'all was seeing this, right? Cameras.
N-word.
I mean, I know I'm black.
Do we have?
You want to address what I have to say?
Do we have a house in here?
Yeah, you. Okay.
Do we? Hey, do we? Would she please stand up?
Y'all was seeing this, right? Cameras.
Good night. Did this devil just address a sister as a house Negro?
Yes, sir.
You want to address what I have to say?
Do we have a house in here? Do we have a house in here?
Yeah, you.
Do we have a house in here?
Yeah, you.
Wow.
Do we? Hey, do we? Would she please stand up?
Would what?
Wow.
Would she please stand? Would she please stand up?
Right. So would she please stand up? So he's definitely referring to a sister as a house Negro. And this is why the scripture that we put earlier on in Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10 is so very, very, very important for people to understand. You know what I mean? The scripture also says you shouldn't make no covenant with these heathens, man. You know what I mean? Like we inside of the parliament, we inside of the House of Assembly, we inside of all the political landscape of America. And one thing that don't change is that they know that we're niggers, but we don't know that they're the devil. Let that soak in for a minute. Let that just soak in. Because it don't matter how high we go in the society of the oppressor, they gonna know that we are slaves and we are niggers and spics and wetbacks.
Right.
But we don't know that they are the devil.
That's
we
right.
don't know that they're the enemy.
Damn right.
And that is where we need to start, you know what I'm saying, to expose who our enemies are from the top all the way down. This is why, you know what I'm saying, we're on a mission to destroy every doctrine on the face of the earth that has captured the mind of our people and allowed our people to serve other nations and other gods and destroy our own selves and communities, man. Salaki.
No, Adawan, you hit the nail on the head, Adawan. This is outlandish. And I don't mean outlandish because I'm so shocked that some devil used the N-word. You know what I'm saying? Because he said nigger. Like you said, they know what we are to them. They know it. Let me tell you something. When it comes to these devils, I like devils like this. I like this kind of devil. Now, I don't like any devil really. I don't really like them. But what I mean is, I much prefer a devil. Yes, sir?
I say you appreciate.
Yes, I appreciate a vocal, outspoken devil. Because like you said, Adawan, I'm going to be vocal and outspoken. And I know my enemy. So don't give me the you know what I'm saying, the subtle, you know what I'm saying, try to sneak up behind me and kiss. No. Give me the devil that's going to just stand up and say niggers and spicks and wetbacks got no place here. That's the one that I appreciate. This devil got, and look who he's talking to. I don't even know what this council is about. I'm going to see if I can get it in the article. But I can only, if you can see my mouse moving, I don't know what is happening in this council. But this looks like, is that a MAGA hat? I don't know. But whatever's going on in this council, race, you know what I'm saying, became a topic, and I can only imagine why. Let's see it one more time.
Do we have a house here?
Yeah, you. Okay.
Do we? Hey, do we? Would she please stand up?
Y'all was seeing this, right? Cameras.
Would she please stand up? I think I got to get a scripture or something on. Let me read a little article. It says an Alabama councilman has been filmed referring to a black counselor using the N-word during a public meeting. Tarrant City Council member Tommy Bryant stood up and asked, "Do we have a house nigger in here?" during a meeting on Monday. In a video of the meeting uploaded to YouTube by Bama Politics, the 76-year-old councilman can be heard using the racial slur in response to an audience member who accused his wife of using the N-word on Facebook. So this whole thing started because someone else said that this dude's wife used the N-word on Facebook. And so his response to that was to then say what he said. Let's get to the N-word, Bryant says, before asking, "Do we have a house nigger in here? Do we? Do we?" He is seen pointing in the direction of City Councilwoman Veronica Freeman, who is black. So when he said, "Can she please stand up?" or whatever, she said, she's his colleague. She's also a councilwoman. He's a councilman. She's a councilwoman. But yet, he referred to her as a house nigga. So, I mean, damn. I wonder how hard she worked to become a councilwoman. I wonder how much school she had to go to become a councilwoman. I wonder just how much effort, I wonder how much she had to show these oppressors that she was worth her salt. You know what I'm saying? Just for them to go back and call her a house nigga. I mean, damn.
And Salaka, they absolutely right. I don't really side with no devil, but they're right. You're a house Negro.
Con.
And you don't know it.
Right.
Because you whatever it is that you're doing in there, you're still gonna be pushing the agenda of the oppressor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely.
the agenda of Yahweh Shai Mashiach,
Right.
who ignorantly called Christ. You're not pushing his agenda. You're not pushing any agenda. I bet maybe, I'm just hypothetically speaking, don't quote me on this, the sister supports abortions.
Con.
You know what I mean? Or she eats pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. She has
Mm-hmm.
no problem with homosexuality.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But
Con.
you feel me?
Con.
And this is what
Damn
we
right.
have to understand. You know what I mean? We have our own agenda. We have our own problems. We have our own society. Why are we marrying ourselves to other societies and getting downplayed for who we are? The scripture says we are the salt of the earth, man.
Damn right.
But if the salt has lost its savor, then we're with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, we can use all the things that we're trying to do inside of America and join everybody and love everybody, rainbows, unicorns, and skittles for ourselves.
Right.
Make our society better.
Damn
You know what I
right.
mean?
Damn right.
So,
No, Salaki, sir. I was gonna get a scripture, if I may. Just 1 second, sir.
and while the brother is pulling the scripture, you know, like, this is not something new. This is like in 2021, we find like, oh my God, why they call her a nigga? God damn it, they call us niggas while they're at the dinner table, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't new. This ain't strange. But as Officer Tabo once said, I can appreciate a vocal devil because I know who I'm dealing with. So I'm going to be vocal and tell you about yourself. You know what I mean?
Right.
But we don't know how to do that. We've been taught turn the other cheek and get knocked the fuck out.
Right.
That don't make no sense. Turn the other cheek is for our own people.
Con.
Because literally an eye for an eye, a foot for a foot, a hand for a hand. You call me house Negro, I'm gonna call you a devil.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Salaki.
Damn right. Good night. What scripture do I want? I can use Jeremiah 13 and 23. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 13 and verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin or the leopard his spots?
Can a devil stop being a devil? Huh? You think since we disembarked the slave ships that anything has changed?
Mm,
I mean, society has become more modern,
right.
and the witchcraft has become more subtle. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nothing changed. You can't change. You know what I'm saying? A spot on a leopard. We don't have the power to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Why are we trying to? Salakia.
Come on. Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil.
So how you gonna? This is what I don't get though. Like how like you gonna stop? Listen. Give me one of the. All right, I'm gonna use a lion because everybody knows a lion. A lion is a carnivore. How the fuck you gonna stop a lion eating other animals and feed it grass? Just explain that shit to me. How are you gonna do it? It will never happen.
Can't.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what the scripture is trying to show us. You know what I'm saying? You can't change what the Lord set up the way He set it up. You can't. Not in marching, not in a fist in the air. You know what I'm saying? Not with Black Lives Matter, not with nothing. You know what I mean? Not with your vote. God damn it. Because since Biden came into office, in California, hate crimes against Black people has gone up 31%. Google it.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? You
Right.
can't change what the Lord set up the way He set it up. Why are we trying to? Read the scripture from the top, brother. Salaki.
Come on, sir. Salaki, let me get back to it. My bad. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 13, verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. You got that, sir?
Come.
I got one more, if I may, sir.
Come on.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 30 and verse 14. There is a generation whose teeth are as swords, and their jaw teeth as knives, to devour the poor from off the earth, and the needy from among men.
Salaki, come on now. I know that flew over everybody's head. Come on now. Read that one more time, bro.
Come on, sir. There is a generation whose teeth are as swords, and their jaw teeth as knives, to devour the poor from off the earth, and the needy from among men. If I may, sir, what you just said about the tiger and the lion, this scripture says that there's a generation whose teeth are as knives. You know what I'm saying? It says their teeth are as swords and their jaw teeth as knives, man. It's talking about that devil, man. His teeth are as swords and his jaw teeth are as knives. You understand how he eats, right? Just like that lion who's a carnivore, a lion's teeth are literally designed for him to kill and consume flesh. His stomach lining is so acidic. Why? Because they eat raw meat. Their biological design is supports them being carnivores, right? Raw carnivores. I don't even know if a tiger can eat vegetation. I don't even think it has teeth capable of, you know what I'm saying, consuming vegetation. Well, this Bible said that there's a generation of men, their teeth are like swords and knives. Meaning what? Meaning that how they eat is to kill, to destroy. You know what I'm saying? And who do they kill and who do they destroy? To maintain themselves. Remember, the Bible says that the devil, the oppressor, the Edomite, that they're the most subtle beast of the field. He's a beast. He's an animal. A generation of animals. And it says that this generation, their teeth are like swords and their jaw teeth are as knives, right? To consume who? To destroy who? To devour the poor from off the face of the earth.
Nice. Now the $1,000,000 question is, who the poor? Who the poorest people on the face of the earth? That's the $1,000,000 question.
Right.
And now, who runs the earth? Who the rich? Who controls everything? Whose teeth are like swords? Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
That's right.
That's who it's talking about. You know what I mean? It's talking clearly to one set of people. This description fits only one set of people, not us.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
These people with teeth and jaws like swords have gobbled up and destroyed, pillaged, robbed, raped, murdered all nations on the face of the earth. Not
That's
just
right.
us. Not that we give a damn about these other nations, but just to show that the scripture is so on point and correct, because, you know what I mean, the scripture says, let God be true and every man a liar.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Damn right.
This is why this book is so important for our knowledge, man. This is where our real knowledge resides, is inside of this book. So when you go to church, ask your pastor, ask your Christian pastor, right? Ask him when you go to church, who is the devil? Ask him who runs the earth. Ask him, why are we on the bottom even if we're paying him tithes?
Right.
Ask him why, when we vote Biden, we still dying in high numbers. Why haven't we gotten, you know what I'm saying, a bill passed for black hate? Ask him all of these questions,
Right.
Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and he won't be able to answer you.
That's
but
right.
You know who have the answer? Commanding General Yohana, goddamn. So like,
Damn right, sir. That's what it is. He's the devil the Bible speaks of. Straight up. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna talk about this, embarrass his sister in that way. And this is another thing go to show you, you know what I'm saying, our sisters who want to be so wicked because they learning from these devils, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of our sisters being taught that, you know what I mean, they should go out there and get with a devil. That's a come up for them to, you know what I'm saying, lay in some bed with some pasty, you know what I'm saying, Wonder Bread, you know what I'm saying, piece of garbage.
right,
You know
like,
what I mean?
so like your brother,
Please.
like Serena Paleface Williams, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
like Serena Williams, right? And Venus Williams.
You know, you got to add the Paleface in there.
Serena Paleface Williams.
Yeah, she bleaching.
Khan. Oh, she using the cake soap? She washing her face with the cake soap. Oh no,
Yeah.
no sweat. Salakia. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shalom. Shalom. Says how Shemar thought about Shemar Shah, man. Good to see y'all, man. Yeah, it's disgusting. Paleface Serena Williams, man. And she want to love on, but you know, again, she's another person who, remember that caricature that we talked about earlier. How many magazines, how many publications talked about how masculine Serena was? How many of them did that? You know what I'm saying? And then she turned around and get with some corny devil. Serena has been like tied to and dated some of like the best. Not saying a rapper means anything, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? Brothers is talented and gifted, and you know what I mean? And they got their own thing going, they make their money, whatever. She been tied to some of the richest, most talented brothers, you know what I'm saying? She done dealt with, you know, I think she was dealing with Drake at one time. Common, different brothers she dealt with, but she ended up marrying and having a baby by some cat who I think is like a coder, or like he like makes apps or something like that. What? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but some devil. That's the bottom line. And her sister did the same thing. It wasn't no devil that taught them how to play tennis. You understand? It wasn't no devil that made them go on that pathway to get rich.
And you're right, Salaka. It was correct me if I'm wrong. It was their father, right? The father is a strong black man.
Right. They got that movie coming out. And their father said that he hated devils. He said it. He said that he hates them because they always hated him. Now again, he ain't in the truth.
And
He's not one West. Go ahead, sir.
the lack, and listen to this. This is so shameful what the sisters did to their father, brother.
Mm-hmm.
We should learn from their mistake in our communities, man.
Right.
I mean, like, this is what we should not do.
That's right. Damn right. Con on one con. It's truly sad. It's truly sad, man. But this is, I'm glad we get to do stories like this because again, you know what I'm saying? It just pulls up the covers, man. Just like Wizard of Oz. Remember Wizard of Oz when, you know what I'm saying, they pulled the curtain up and, you know what I'm saying, it was just a little man behind there controlling. You know, remember he said, what did he say? He said, never mind that man behind the curtain when that was Oz. You know what I'm saying? It was a trick, a parlor trick. This is all lies, man. It's all lies and deceit and nonsense and garbage, man. And we gotta flee from this nonsense. We gotta come into the ISUPK and Commander General Yohana, you understand, and really become familiar with who we are, what our purpose is, and what we should and should not be doing. You know what I'm saying? So this is just another example of how much of a devil the oppressor is, according to the Bible. All right. So with that one, let's move on to this one real quick. Again, we're just gonna let me think. How much time we got? We got about 45 minutes left. Let's see. I'm gonna skip Jeff Bezos. He going out of outer space. Who gives a damn? What do you say, sir?
You could jump to any one of the stories.
Con. I think let me jump to. Let's go to this one. Let's go to Mayor Lightfoot real quick. Let me just pull her up on the screen. I just want to pull her up on the screen because this again. So we didn't talk about these two situations. One of them actually political, so it's a nice little segue. Let's get this copy and let's get her up on the screen so we can see this. A familiar face. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about, you know what I'm saying, another one of the matrix codes that they shovel to our people. And bear with me. So like I'm just sharing my screen, everybody, so y'all can see. Y'all know y'all seen her before. She kind of got a famous face. Everybody, for whatever reason, they got a million memes about this sister. Y'all see her right there? That's Mayor Lightfoot. I don't really know her first name. Was it like Lorraine or something like that? Something with an L.
I just need to know exactly
Lori.
what her last name is. Lightfoot.
It's Light. What is this MailChimp? Salakia. This got to go out the way. What is this?
Light.
Advertisement popping up? Yeah, Lightfoot. Mayor Lightfoot. It sounds like a
heavy, right?
Say it was her?
Meaning her foot not heavy.
I suppose. You know what I'm saying? Like she could be, I don't know, maybe she's a Gadite or something. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? But Mayor Lightfoot, okay, out of Chicago, it says nearly a year into Lightfoot's anti-violence plan, many of Chicago's most dangerous neighborhoods are doing worse. The plan proposed flooding the 15 most violent community areas with resources, but gun violence is up in most of them, and the administration has yet to funnel extra help to the neighborhoods with the most shootings. It says, last year, Mayor Lori Lightfoot unveiled an ambitious plan to narrow Chicago's safety gap. The deep disparity among neighborhoods where some residents are 42 times more likely to be shot. The plan, Our City, Our Safety, proposed flooding the 15 most violent areas with resources, not just violence intervention programs, but help with jobs and housing and health. But nearly a year into the effort, gun violence is up in at least 9 of the areas. The numbers are far starker when you look at how crime has risen since 2019, when Lightfoot took office. Salakia.
Yeah, Salakia. And this is why politics is such a stupid game.
Right.
Like people who put all their effort into politicians and politics, bro, you're absolutely stupid.
Right.
Because they get paid to lie. I don't know if you all know that, right? Politicians get paid to lie, just like a Christian pastor. They get paid to lie
Absolutely.
and deceive the people. That's their job. A
That's right.
politician is a liar, an
That's right.
excellent expert liar at that. You
Damn
know what I'm
right.
saying?
Damn right.
So when we put these so-called figures up there, you know what I mean? It's for absolutely no reason because they don't
Right.
for community any true purpose. They don't have any real value for us.
Right.
Why am I saying this? The brother is reading the story. You know what I mean? A crime
Come
bill that
on.
should decrease crime after passed, there's way more crime. Like what does
Right.
that say? You know what I mean? That shit
Right.
is not working.
Damn right.
So
It's
like
not working at all. That's a heavy point, Ottawa. It's not working at all. You understand? Like it's getting worse. And again, didn't P. Diddy tell us to vote or die? Didn't all of these rappers come out and say, oh, you gotta vote, you gotta vote? I remember Bernie Mac, you know what I'm saying? May he rise again, right? But I remember Bernie Mac said, this is way back in the 90s. Bernie Mac said, we gotta vote. You know what I'm saying? Bernie Mac said, we gotta vote. And Bernie Mac is from Chicago. And he said, we gotta vote. We just got to vote. We gotta vote. We gotta vote. And know what we did? We goddamn voted. We voted Lori Lightfoot into office. And what's happening as a result of it? Is it helping us? Because they say you got to vote on the local level. Vote for your mayor and your senators and your councilmen. Well, we just saw what they think about the black councilmen, right, Ottawa?
right,
What they
a
think about
house.
the... Go ahead.
Nah, I say you're right. A house nigga.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what they think about the black councilwoman. She's just a house nigga to them. And maybe really, right? And then we got a black mayor in Chicago voted in 2019, and Chicago is worse than it's ever been. More murders than ever. Everything going up. And she proposed this whole plan that was going to solve everything and it's going to fix it. We're going to get the crime down. Meanwhile, in some of these neighborhoods, you are 42 times more likely to be shot. You understand? It's madness. It's madness, and it is not going to save us. Voting is not going to save us. The American government is not going to save us. I don't care how many black faces they put in there. It is not going to save us. Let me tell you something. Joining the NYPD is not going to stop the NYPD from beating black from you know what I'm saying, beating black men in the streets,
Hey, still
from
okay, brother.
shooting brothers. Go ahead, Ottawa.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to get a charger to charge my phone. All right.
Come on, do your thing, sir. Do your thing, right? It is not going to solve any problems that are you know what I'm saying, plaguing the black and Hispanic community. It's going to plus plaguing black people. It is not going to change our condition. How in the hell is voting in the same government that enslaved us going to change it? How is participating in the same government? That would be like a so-called Jewish man, you know what I'm saying, the so-called Jewish man voting in the Third Reich. Let's see who's going to be the new prime minister of the Third Reich. Let's see who's going to be the new Führer. Did the so-called Jewish man vote his way out of oppression in his eyes against, you know what I'm saying, other devils? They're all devils. So-called Jewish man, Germans, they all, you know what I mean? They're not God's people. But did he vote his way out of the Holocaust?
And Salaki, if I may, that's
Please.
such a heavy point, Taba, because we think that voting and marching and hashkala bashkala bashka, you know what I'm saying, is gonna get us out of the situation. Some of us think that revolutionary music is gonna get us out of the situation.
Right.
Race of people ever got free from any type of racism or captivity by fucking singing and dancing and, you know what I'm saying, marching and fist in the air and shit. Where? When? Show it to me in the history of the earth. I need to see it.
Ottawa,
You know? But
what you just said is heavy.
destroyed for lack of knowledge because
That's
of
right.
pastors and our so-called black leaders, man.
That's right.
We've been duped into thinking that's the only way out of it.
That's
A
right.
fucking son is not gonna free a black man from prison.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You know what's gonna free him? When he come back to the law, statutes, and commandments. When all
That's
people
right.
been our true God. When all people put down that pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster and stop being homosexuals and stop lying to ourselves thinking that we can love the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? That's how we're gonna get free. That's
That's
how
right.
we're gonna be liberated from all this oppression that we've been faced since we disembarked the slave ships, man.
That's right.
So I just wanted to add that real quick.
No, Con. No, that's right on what it is, Adawan. That's a heavy point that you're saying. Like, I mean, songs. Do you know that there's people? Our people are so goddamn silly that think that Tupac was killed because his music was so powerful. It was going to start a revolution that was going to free black people. I've literally heard people in my own immediate family say this nonsense. Like, Tupac was too powerful. They had to kill him. Are you kidding me? Like, it's really like, bro, we really are in the Matrix for real. We are really in the Matrix for real, man. Being black and Hispanic and Native Indian, man, in America is literally like a 24/7 nightmare. And we see it in the faces of our own people. When we go to camp, we do these podcasts and these radio shows, we go on different social media platforms, we go in Clubhouse. We see our people, like you said, I don't want completely destroyed for a lack of knowledge. They thought in their heart of hearts, why? Like you said, I don't want. We gotta blame Orgy Mike. I mean, Salaki. We gotta blame Martin Luther King.
No, you're right. You were right the first time.
Oh, I was right the first. Oh, you right. My bad, Salakia. We gotta blame Orgy Mike.
Yes,
Michael King the second, or the third, whichever the hell one he was. He was Michael King. We got to blame him. He has a statue everywhere, and he taught us that we got to join the oppressor and vote and strive like that. And so we thought if we put Lori Lightfoot in office, it was going to change all of the problems. How the hell are you going to change good night? The problems of Chicago, the issues in Chicago ain't got nothing to do with no damn politics. Ain't got nothing to do with politics and policies. You know what I'm saying? The scripture said, like you brought out all the time, I don't want the scripture say that through his policy, you know what I'm saying? What's it say? I want paraphrasing. Let me get it.
His policy, he will allow craft to prosper.
Right. He'll allow craft to prosper. And through peace shall destroy many.
Yeah, and that's the peace that she's bringing, the bill for less crime and all of that stuff. But guess what? Many more are being destroyed through that policy, through that craft. That shit is so disgusting, right? These people are really traitors to our people. If we really gotta check it out, you know what I'm saying? Like, you side with the oppressor to try and seem like you're putting things in place to help us while destroying us further. You know what I mean? So like it, brother.
Right. No, I don't want. That's damn right. Like, crafts will prosper, will allow craft to prosper, and through peace will destroy many. Like you said, that's that peace right there, because now it's a black face. And we so destroyed for lack of knowledge. We see that and we just rest, right? We think it's all good. Just the same thing they did with Barack Obama, who is not a black man. He's a disgusting, stinking Hamite. Okay? He is an African. He is not black, right? But they put a black face in front of us, and we thought, well, man, we really must have made some progress, Adawan. We really must have gotten far now. You know what I'm saying? We're where we need to be now. Meanwhile, if you really look at our condition, we're still where they are. Let me say this for the people. We are exactly where we left off in slavery. We're in the exact same position. We have not gotten better. Nothing has progressed. Nothing has been, fixed. Nothing. Yeah, now they may not lynch you in broad daylight in the city square in downtown, but they don't have to. They found a better way. They don't have to lynch you. All they got to do is put Dwayne Wade and his son on your front page news every day. on your
Right.
media. They don't
And
have to lynch. Yeah, please, sir.
so like, if I may, and man, bro, like, all people should be, what I'm saying, in the chat in thousands listening to this because, because of Barack Obama, homosexuality has become rampant in our communities. This is why what you just said is so heavy. They just put Dwayne Wade, what I'm saying, on the forefront with his little boy or little girl, whichever one you want to call it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a wrap. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? This is the alternative lifestyle. This is the new
Right.
thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But guess who is against it right now as we speak? Republicans. They
Right.
hate that. You know what I'm saying? The same people who we think that love, like, I don't want to say love, but that we think have our back, they creating policies and things to destroy us further, to bring us into, I'm saying, utter destruction. And why am I saying utter destruction? Because, Officer Yahawada, did an excellent class on Wednesday in Greenville, I'm
Shout
saying?
out to shout out to ISUPK Greenville. You know what I'm saying? Back
Hell yeah.
up and running, most high in Christ. So like you just had to say that.
You know what I'm saying? He brought out tons of scriptures on what I'm saying, the whole homosexuality and black communities and stuff like that. And it's so disgusting the way we embrace it, especially our women. Our women are the like I don't have the word, but like they are pioneers in
Right.
embracing, what I'm saying, that homosexual nature or spirit when it comes to all men and women in the black community. And you know what? You know why? Because the scripture says, in order to take over a man's house, you gotta first bind the strong man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, all men have been beat down in America for so long, what I'm saying? First, during slavery, breaking the buck, you know what I mean? Making our
Right.
men feel like they're less than nothing. Now, removing the men from the household
Right.
through crack, cocaine, I'm saying?
Right.
Convictions, wrongful convictions, and stuff like that. All women are forced to raise our boys into men. And now these men embrace that feminine spirit. So
Right.
now what we have is a systematic, how to put it, a cycle of our men being emasculated and soft and effeminate and all of that stuff. Now, guess what? We could put Dwayne Wade up there because Dwayne Wade was molested or he was raised by his mama, and it's fine because you gotta embrace your feminine side and all of that stuff.
Right.
Goddamn, the Lord is against all of that,
That's right.
all of it. You know what I'm saying? Every single part of it, and this is why we should not, absolutely should not, step one toe inside of the Christian church or the Muslim mosque, because this is the things that they embrace. They embrace everything that is against God and against the nature of how we're supposed to be as a society. You know what I'm saying? And for brothers and sisters, what I mean, like, please, what I mean, again, this is not me rambling. This is the truth. You know what I mean? Like, nothing we're saying right now is nothing that y'all don't know about. Everybody know about what's going on. You know what I mean? And if we don't pay attention to it and get ourselves open up to the truth and the reality that we live in America, you know what I mean, our society is going to remain destroyed. You know what I mean? Salaka, brother.
Come. No, that's heavy. You say that, Adwan. And let me also point out something else that's related to the story that you just brought out. We mentioned Dwayne Wade and them parading these things out and destroying us through that, right? I'd also like to mention that not only is Lori Lightfoot, I believe, the second black mayor or something like that, or black female mayor in the history of Chicago or something like that. She's also the first openly lesbian mayor in Chicago.
Shut the front door. What?
Yeah.
Say what now?
Mayor Lori Lightfoot is an open lesbian.
You see that?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You see that? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
See how it all comes full circle? Now it makes sense, doesn't it?
Right. Like how in the God's green earth, you a woman don't even know her true purpose. as the woman, as the scripture says. You know what I mean? Even the women live their natural use into that which is against nature. You know what I'm saying? Lightfoot is against nature. She's a lesbian. So how is someone confused about their own sexuality gonna lead you, man? Like that don't make no sense. You don't even know who the fuck you are.
Right.
How do you gonna help me to figure out who I am and what I need to do? You see how backwards the shit is? Salaki.
Right.
But to water for that though.
Come. No sweat. On to the next. Disgusting. Get out of the Christian church. Get out of politics. Don't vote. It's disgusting, and it has nothing to do with the Lord. It's a sin according to the Lord. Voting has never, ever helped black people accomplish anything, ever. It will not work. Now, we got another story here. Out of... I'm going to try to share this one as well. Bear with me. Let me just get the article, then I'm going to get it up on the screen. Okay, here we go. Yes, I got it here. Okay, now let me see if I can share the video with y'all. Salakia. Okay. There we go. Copy. Paste. Let me see. I think this video might be on YouTube. That would be even better. Make sure it's not embedded. Yeah, it's on YouTube. Smooth. So I'm gonna open it up on YouTube. So this is a story out of Illinois. I don't believe it's in Chicago though, but I'm not absolutely sure.
The other thing I like about StreamYard is that if there's ever
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let me share this.
Desperate screams from a Metro East teen. This is a News 4 exclusive. His family says he was attacked by a Granite City police canine.
A witness also confirms the dog latched for several minutes before police attempted removal. They're sharing their story only with News 4's Kim St. Ange tonight. Kim?
And so right now we are at Granite City Police headquarters. Right now, police are telling us this incident is under investigation. Tonight, we can tell you both police and the teens involved agree on what led up to this incident, a fight involving the driver of the truck. Now, once those teens are pulled over, that is where the story the police are telling and the story the teens are telling is completely different.
I ain't never screamed like that a day in my life.
Devondre Williams is on painkillers, stitched and bandaged up, where he says a Granite City police dog bit him. He has wounds on a leg and hand.
He bit me like, I think 5 times.
Regina Canada,
I'm a mom, and those were somebody's kids.
Says she spotted police lights, came outside to see what was going on, and started recording this video on her cell. That's Williams in the back of the truck. Williams says Granite City police asked for his information and told him to get out of the truck.
I see him reaching for his handcuffs. So I go to put my arm like this, and then he grabbed my arm. I look at him, and then 2 other cops get the pushing up on me. They push me onto the truck, and then I see the dog at the corner of my eye, and then the dog bites me.
You can see the dog's paws under the truck. Canada says the dog was lashed onto Williams' leg for about 8 to 9 minutes. You can hear what appears to be the officer repeatedly shouting commands for the dog to release.
They have to tase the dog. If you got a canine, shut the dog, listen to you.
I'm not anti-police, but there's just some questions about that particular incident. I would like answer because I don't understand why the dog got let loose.
I stopped by the Granite City Police Department looking for answers and was told the captain was out of the office. Within an hour, I received this email saying officers conducted a traffic stop with some individuals involved in an incident and were trying to figure out what had happened. Going on to say, during the traffic stop, an individual obstructed the investigation and resisted arrest. They were taken into custody with the assistance of a police canine.
No, he did not resist arrest at all.
Did you see him obstructing the investigation?
No.
So as you just saw in that email I received from Granite City Police, they were saying that Williams was resisting arrest and that he was taken into custody. Williams tonight, though, telling me he was not arrested. And then Canada, that woman who happened to witness all of this, reported on her cell phone, she backed that up saying Williams or anyone else he was with was arrested. Live in Granite City, Kim St. Ange, News 4.
Ooh-wee.
Right. So, you know what I mean? And it continues.
Resisting arrest, but no one got arrested.
Right. And the fuckery continues. This is why we titled the show this way, because listen, it's not going to stop until we come back to our God.
That's right.
Our law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Our true heritage and culture as a people.
That's right.
It's not going to stop. I remember this guy, an Asian guy, was on a flight, and I think something had happened, and they drag him off the plane or something, and then you know what I mean, the
Remember
Asian,
that?
yeah, they sued the airline, or they didn't sue the airline. I think the airline contacted them and paid him over $4 million just for that incident, just for dragging him off the plane. But here it is, a whole canine latched onto a brother's leg, saying that he resisted arrest, but he was never arrested. And then all he gets is like a couple of minutes on the news, and it goes away. It's all right.
Right.
We're not saying that you should go have any problems with any Asians or any Caucasians or any Japanese, Chinese, whatever. We're not saying that we should go and harm anybody. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is, where is the justice for the things that are happening to us?
That's right. Damn right.
Where is it? Because everybody else getting justice for what is done to their people. What about us? We are not advocates for, I said that a while back at one of our camps. We are not the people who will walk up into a Jewish shop and murder people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We are not the people who will, you know what I'm saying, advocate that you kill somebody or you harm somebody. We are non-violent.
That's right.
But when the violence is done against us, where is the justice?
That's right.
Again, where are our Christian pastors and our so-called leaders in the black community to talk about this incident that happened to the brother?
That's right.
You know why nobody talking about it? Because nobody cares.
That's right.
So all that Black Lives Matter and all that shit don't mean nothing when stuff is happening and ain't nobody saying nothing about it.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? But guess who's saying something about it? Officer Tabawan, Officer Ayazahab.
That's right.
Lieutenant General Yahana.
That's right.
Generals, captains, and officers. You know what I'm saying? We say these things all the time. We bring out these stories every week. And guess what? We don't hear nobody else talking about it. Where's Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B and Jay-Z and P. Diddy that told us to go vote? Where we're not hearing them.
Right. Damn right.
We're not. Even Sanetta. Like, Sanetta is one of the most disgusting Negroes. I know Cap deals with him and all that stuff, but he's one of the most disgusting Negroes. And I might see him at the cookout in New York, and I'll tell him to his face if I get a chance to talk to him. I'll tell him straight up, like, you're a disgusting Negro, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you just about the hype and your channel and all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, you have people coming on there doing different things and spreading knowledge. We use you as a tool. But as a human being, that's disgusting, brother. You know what I mean? And that is the spirit of all so-called leaders in the black community. They absolutely
That's right.
they don't care about our people. They
Damn
are
right.
you know what I'm saying? It's all about filthy lucracy. You know what I
Right.
mean? How they move.
Damn right. Con,
So
sir.
like,
Like it's not. You absolutely this disgusting. They're not doing nothing about it. They're not even attempting to do anything about it. You know what I'm saying? Like this, we bring out these stories in the ICBK every single week. Week after week, day after day, we're bringing out these same stories that just show you again how diabolical this oppressor is, how evil this oppressor is, and how we can change our condition, what we actually have to do so that way we can get out of this condition and out of this place. But these false leaders won't do it. They won't say anything. They're going to continue to line their pockets. Let me tell you something. I know for a fact that Captain Tazariak does not just go on Sonetta TV and debate. We all know this. He doesn't just go on Sonetta TV and debate. He doesn't just go pop up on Clubhouse and go and do this. And even when he does do those things, he does that for what? For the benefit of his people, to save his people. He uses these tools to save his people. But what does he also do? He's also at camp. Still. He's still at camp, blazing, being a camp leader, raising up other young brothers so they can do the same, raising up sisters, man, building up schools for the benefit of our people. He ain't just bumping his gums, you know what I'm saying? He actually putting in work. But these other cats, nah, man, they just gonna give you a song and a dance. And when the going gets tough, they got no solutions. They got no solutions. They got no answers. They barely even want to talk about what's really happening to blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. They barely want to even get into it.
Now, Salaka, if I may, barely? Probably we should say lionly, because they really don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't.
Great point.
They don't say nothing.
Right.
Because this is the point we're making right now. This very story, where are they talking about it?
Right.
We're listening and we're hearing crickets. The only people talking about it is the UPK.
Right. Right. Who else is, if I may, sir, who else is reading Lamentations 4 and 18? Right? They hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come.
Who else?
Who else is showing our people the connection between who we really are? You know what I'm saying? Showing our people who we really are and how these scriptures are only about us. They ain't doing it. Sonetta not doing it. The conscious community not doing it. Where's the Egyptian Book of the Dead going to describe why this young brother got his leg damn near bitten off? Right.
And Salaka, if I may, I was on Clubhouse a couple of weeks ago, and this brother said, you know, he don't believe in the whole book, and everything that the book says, he could prove it with science. So I asked him, can your science save a brother sleeping under the bridge in the cold of winter? Can your science help a brother who is in prison to come out of prison and stop committing crimes? Can your science do that, bro? Does your science have the power and the ability to change the lives of people? He ran off. You know why? Because the knowledge of this world is foolishness, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Egyptian Book of the Dead ain't gonna save black people.
That's right.
You know what I mean? None of these philosophies and these doctrines ain't gonna save us. The only thing that's gonna save us is us coming back to our true identity, or true knowledge, or true wisdom, or true understanding of who we are as a people.
That's right.
And who our God is, and who we should serve and shouldn't serve. Who the enemy is and who our friends are. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
Simple. It might sound like rocket science to you if you're a Christian.
Right.
But it's easy.
That's right.
A lion is a lion. It will eat fucking meat all its life, because its teeth and its genetic makeup is to consume flesh.
Right.
It's a carnivore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna bring a whole fucking plate of fucking broccoli in front of a lion. Salakia.
Right.
So the scripture distinguishes or differentiates between who we are, what we are, why we are, and who we're supposed to serve. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And everything else distorts that understanding. This is why we're so confused and destroyed for lack of knowledge, brother Salak.
That's right. That's right. Damn right, Ottawa. I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself. I couldn't have said it better myself at all. You know what I'm saying? This is the reality of being Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian in America. It's the reality. It's not a game. It's not a joke. It's not for play. It's not for pretend. At some point, we have got to care enough, be fed up enough as Black people. The scriptures say what? The scriptures say that oppression maketh a wise man mad. You know what I'm saying? A wise man.
7.
Con. I mean, I could read it. You know, I think. Let me go to it. Salakia. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
And this is what we suffer inside of America. The fact that we don't know that we're being oppressed. So we're happy with whatever it is we got going on. We feel complacent and comfortable. Again, this is not our rest. But guess who mad and angry every single day? And when we say mad, we're not talking about going and harming anybody and stuff like that. Because one of the things that I recognize inside of America, a Black man is not allowed to be angry.
Right.
Because, the society feels like, yo, you're a slave. If you're angry, go put your head in a barrel and cry and sulk or go in a corner. We don't want to see you complain about your people dying in streets.
Right.
And dogs ripping our sons' legs off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Knees on our necks, shot in the back, walking up into our homes and shooting us in our face. We shouldn't say nothing about that. Just shut up, you know what I'm saying, and dribble.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we in the UPK, we mad, we angry. Why? Because of the oppression that we are under inside of America. The evil that has been done to us and the lack of justice that we receive for these evil things.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
Of a wise man mad. Keep going, brother.
Con. And a gift destroyeth the heart.
See that stimulus check? That stimulus check destroy a lot of our people's heart, bro.
That's a good segue.
You know what I mean? It destroyed a lot of our people because, you know, Biden came into office and, you know, he just giving away free money. So, you know what I mean? Fuck Trump. Trump was a bastard, but Biden is better because we getting stimulus checks. You got them idiot. It's a mirage. It's to fool you. It's a gift to make you get back comfortable. You know what I'm saying? No more hands up, don't shoot because you get a stimulus check. But we still getting shot though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That gift will blind you from the reality that we live in inside of America.
Damn right.
You know what I mean?
Damn right.
So, like it, brother, you wanted to add anything?
No, I don't want. I think what you just said is absolutely perfect and leads us right into the last thing we're going to discuss for today, which talks about Biden. If I may, sir.
Come on, brother.
Con, I don't want con. So the last 10, 15 minutes we have, we're going to talk about this. This is from AP News, from Associated Press. Biden to allow eviction moratorium to expire Saturday. I'm going to repeat that. Biden to allow eviction moratorium to expire Saturday, as in tomorrow. Okay.
Nice. What I want you to do for some of our people who probably not simple and don't really understand what this is talking about. Please go ahead and elaborate on what this particular thing is.
Okay, con. So the eviction moratorium. Okay, hold on one second. The eviction moratorium was a temporary halt in residential evictions to prevent the further spread of COVID-19. Okay. It started September 4th, 2020, and it's been extended numerous times. Okay. So this is the supplementary information. This is literally from the National Archives, the Federal Registry, from the the CDC, the Centers for Disease Control. It says that there's
So, like,
currently, yes, sir.
Before you continue reading that,
Mhm.
so in essence, it's saying that a lot of people didn't have to pay rent because of the COVID-19. Am I right for saying that?
Yes, you're
Right.
correct, sir.
So because they didn't have, you know what I'm saying, jobs and stuff like that, you know what I mean, you couldn't pay your rent and stuff like that. So you were allowed to stay in the residence
Mhm.
without paying rent for free until, you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying, that stuff is lifted, which is
Mhm.
going to be lifted tomorrow. That
Mhm.
means, you know what I'm saying, in layman's terms, a lot of people are going to get evicted from their homes, especially
Right.
the Blacks, Latino, and Native American community. Am I right for saying that?
You're absolutely correct, sir.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
So basically, it was considered a public health measure. It says in the context of a pandemic, eviction moratoria like quarantine, isolation, and social distancing can be an effective public health measure utilized to prevent the spread of communicable disease. Eviction moratoria facilitate self-isolation by people who become ill or who are at risk for severe illness from COVID-19 due to an underlying medical condition. Salakia. They also allow state and local authorities to more easily implement stay-at-home and social distancing directives to mitigate the community spread of COVID-19. Furthermore, housing stability helps protect public health because homelessness, listen to this is from their own federal register. Homelessness increases the likelihood of individuals moving into congregate settings, such as homeless shelters, which then puts individuals at higher risk to COVID-19. The ability of these settings to adhere to best practices, such as social distancing and other infection control measures, decreases as populations increase. Unsheltered homelessness also increases the risk that individuals will experience severe illness from COVID-19. Listen to this. Under this order, so this is the eviction moratorium. Under this order, a landlord, owner of a residential property, or other person with a legal right to pursue eviction or possessory action shall not evict any covered person from any residential property in any jurisdiction to which this order applies during the effective period of the order. Okay? During the effective period of the order. This was a federal order, if I'm not mistaken. Okay?
Right.
This was a federal order. Okay? Now, there might have been some state governments and things like that, some local governments that might have been able to get around it. For the most part, this moratorium was nationwide. And it prevented people from losing their rental properties. Owners literally could not evict people, right? But now, as we said, it is official that Joe Biden, unless he changes something between today and tomorrow,
Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe is going to allow the moratorium to expire. It was supposed to expire in December of 2020, but they extended it, right? Because they felt that people needed more time. Well, now he's going to let it go. Now they're gonna say, oh well, no sweat. We're gonna let it end, and I'm gonna show you based on the article why they're doing that. It says the Biden administration announced Thursday it will allow a nationwide ban on evictions to expire Saturday. So it was a nationwide ban on evictions, but it's going to expire tomorrow. Arguing that listen to this, arguing that its hands are tied after the Supreme Court signaled the moratorium would only be extended until the end of the month. Okay, now I want to highlight that because the administration and all of their Sleepy Joe rhetoric is trying to paint it like, what can I do? I can't do anything. The Supreme Court ordered it. I have to allow it to end. I have to do it. The Supreme Court said so. That's how they're painting it. The White House said President Joe Biden would have liked to extend the federal eviction moratorium due to spread of the highly contagious Delta variant of the coronavirus. So go ahead, please, sir.
Salaka, this is absolute bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, this is going to wake black people up a little more. And I thank the Lord for Commanding General Yahana, because he said this. He said it was going to happen. He said that a lot after the COVID and everything dies down, a lot of our people are going to get evicted. He said it numerous times. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I mean? Again, Tabawan, you know, is nothing that we can do, you know what I mean, or say to how to put it, change the hearts and minds of people when they are set in their ways. But for the brothers and sisters who are actually looking, you know what I'm saying, to get away from this type of deplorable mind condition, the ISUPK under Commanding General Yana is the place. You know what I'm saying? Like for real reason. And one of the real reasons is what we're reading right now. You know what I mean? We put this man in office, and I say we on purpose because black folks, you know what I'm saying, 93%, you know what I mean, put this man in office and expect him to look out for us. And he's saying, well, I mean, the court says that's what it is. That's what it is. You're the fucking commander-in-chief.
Right.
You can say no. We're gonna change this shit because I promise black people that I'm gonna look out for them. I'm gonna take care of them. And majority of the people who gonna be evicted, we already know it's blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
That's right.
There's no doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now is as you said, is there gonna be any change between now and tomorrow? I doubt it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we'll just see how it plays out. And then the Lord is using this to help us wake up and open our eyes to see who the true enemy is, man.
Right. Damn right. Khan, sir. If I may, so no, heavy point, because that's exactly what I was going to. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Like the water, you know what I'm saying? We definitely, you know, on one accord, because I was just about to show our brothers and sisters that what they are saying is absolute garbage. It's nonsense. Okay? It's nonsense, and they are playing us. And again, just like we talked about with Lightfoot, just like we talked about with the councilwoman, it's just nonsense. Hold up, Salaki. I got to get rid of this stupid little survey thing.
While the brother getting that, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Unplugged from the Matrix on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Facebook, Twitch. You know what I mean? We bring these stories out every week so our people can at least have real news.
Right. Damn right. This is real news, and we're gonna connect the water. I don't want, if I may, sir, please, if I may, like you just said, this is the real news, and we're gonna connect the dots on the news as well. We're gonna use the same articles you can easily Google. You can pick up in your daily news. You can pick up in your Newsday, your Newsweek, your Washington Post. You know what I'm saying? Your Los Angeles Times. We're gonna read the same thing. Your Inquirer. We're gonna read the same article, but we're gonna connect the dots and show you where the nonsense is, where the lies are. For example, this man, Sleepy Joe, saying, my hands are tied. The court ruled. Well, let's look at this. Let me share this real quick, sir. Let me share this editorial real quick. What does that say? It says, editorial, once again, Trump thumbs his nose at the Supreme Court. Where does it end? Let me scroll down. It says, let me highlight this. Good night. The Trump administration has blatantly ignored a Supreme Court ruling telling it to stop dismantling the federal program to protect undocumented immigrants brought here as children. Now this is some other crap that in the ISUPK we don't give a damn about, but nonetheless, we're going to point it out to show you, you know what I'm saying, what they do and how this works. It says, now, perhaps inevitably, a federal judge says the administration is ignoring another Supreme Court ruling that extends civil rights protections to gay, lesbian, and transgender Americans. We don't give a damn about none of that. But the point is this, like the Ottawa said earlier, connect the dots, look at the circle, the cycle. Ottawa said earlier that Republicans are not down with some of this, with this gay stuff. The LGBT, the transgender community. Yeah, And guess what? Who are those people? Who are those right-wing Republican people? Who are they? Those are the people that supported Trump. Those are the people that elected Trump, and those are the people that Trump said he worked for. And because of that, what did he do? He literally ignored Supreme Court rulings to do what they wanted him to do. Do you see now? Is it clear now? Is it making sense? He ignored the Supreme Court because, as Ottawan said, he's the fucking commander-in-chief of the United States. He ignored Supreme Court rulings, not opinions, not suggestions. He ignored Supreme Court rulings to make sure that those right-wing Republicans who voted him in, to make sure he did everything he could to make their wishes take place, to make what they wanted to happen. Both of these things. The Supreme Court told him to stop dismantling the federal program to protect undocumented immigrants brought here as children. He ignored it. Another thing that they said was to do something to stop ignoring the ruling on civil rights for LGBT Americans. He ignored it. It says the Supreme Court in June ruled that the administration hadn't justified its moves to dismantle the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program and ordered it to stop. The program provides 2-year renewal.
He did what? He ordered it to do what?
Salakius, let me read that from the top. The Supreme Court in June ruled that the administration hadn't justified its moves to dismantle the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program and ordered it to stop.
So that means they could overturn the court rulings.
Yes.
So Sleepy Joe is lying blatantly to blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and to white too.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know if you all understand why we're doing this. You know what I mean? We're doing this because we live in a matrix. Well, not us in the UPK, but as a collective. You know what I'm saying? As a nation of people, we live inside of the matrix, and you know, it's so disgusting that, you know, the oppressor will lie to his own people too. You know what I mean? It is absolutely disgusting and wicked.
Calm.
Sleepy Joe is sleeping blatantly in front of our eyes. Right. I want to hear what the what's his name? I want to hear what PDD has to say about that.
Right.
Because he's saying vote or die. I mean, we're dying regardless, but now we vote and we're still dying.
And we're still dying.
And now we're going to get kicked out of our house when a man that says he's going to look out for the best interests of the black community says that he can't do nothing about it. And he's the commander-in-chief. And guess what? The commander-in-chief have the power to overturn the court's ruling.
Right.
So what are we dealing with? Is this a double standard? Is this what we want? You know what I mean? Like, goddamn it, it's time we wake up, man. You know what I mean?
Right. That's
I
right.
ain't really got much more to say on that because you already cracked the ice. You know what I'm saying? You already hit the nail on the head with both these articles, and it just shows that politics is a stupid, silly, dumb, childish game that people who want power use to gain that power.
That's
you know what I'm saying? There's no real, you know what I'm saying, interest in the people. There's no real, you know what I'm saying, concern for the people. You know what I mean? It's just a game. As I said earlier on, politicians are paid liars.
Right.
Joe has just been proven to be a goddamn liar. Salakia.
Right. I'm just going to read a tiny bit more and we're done with this, sir.
Khan, brother, go ahead.
This is a quote. Given the recent spread of the Delta variant, including among those Americans both most likely to face evictions and lacking vaccinations, aka Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, President. Now that's my. Let me make sure I put that. That part is me. That's not what the article says, but right. But that's who that's talking about, really. It says President Biden would have strongly supported a decision by the CDC to further extend this eviction moratorium to protect renters at this moment of heightened vulnerability, the White House said in a statement. Unfortunately, the Supreme Court has made clear that this option is no longer available. Let me scroll down just a little bit. By the end of March, 6.4 million American households were behind on their rent, according to the Department of Housing and Urban Development. As of July 5th,
Wait,
roughly
don't skim over that. How many?
6.4 million American households were behind on their rent.
And now listen to me. I don't know if all people know that majority of that amount are our people.
Right.
Majority. I'm
Without
not saying
Without-
that they're not other poor oppressors who back on their rent and stuff like that. But you know, that's regardless. You know what I'm saying? Besides the point. Majority of that how much what is it? How much million?
6.4 million.
Majority of that 6.4 million, you know what I mean, is Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because we're the poorest inside of America.
Right.
We're the ones that work from paycheck to paycheck. We're the ones that have to have 4 or 5 jobs to be able to sustain our home. You know what I'm saying? I think I don't know if it's you who brought it out or somebody brought it out recently that nobody someone who has minimum wage inside of America, one job and gets minimum wage, they're not able to rent a house
at all.
Impossible.
It is impossible.
You know what I'm saying? And then this is what is in our communities. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's in our communities, and they're lying. Those same poor Black people. Let me tell you something out of wine. You hit the nail on the head. And people notice, and this is what's really just so sad and disgusting about this. Those same poor Black people, Hispanics, Native Indians, who cannot afford their rent right now, who even if there wasn't a pandemic, they couldn't afford their rent because they get minimum wage, because they're working menial jobs. Those same people, you know what they did when it came time to vote in November? They lined the polls. They lined them up. And they went to the polls and they voted for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris because they spoke so good and said so many nice things about what they were going to do and how much they love Black people. And they got hot sauce in their fucking purse, Salakia, and all of this. They started to, you know what I'm saying? They presented all of that. And our people ran out, supported them, and put them in office. Meanwhile, we're reading about this piece of garbage lying blatantly about what he is not able to do when we just read that Donald Trump did it. Did Donald Trump go to jail? Did Donald Trump get any kind of reprimanded in any way? No. He just went against the Supreme Court because he didn't give a damn about what the people wanted. He cared about the people who voted him in. He did what they wanted. Let me read something else real quick. Congress, this is so disgusting. Congress has, this is from the same article. Congress has allocated nearly $47 billion in assistance that is supposed to go to help tenants pay off months of back rent. But so far, only about $3 billion of the first tranche of $25 billion has been distributed through June by states and localities.
Salaki, brother, you froze. Salaki, the brother
$1 billion
froze.
is supposed to
just bear with us.
Yes, sir.
Experiencing some minor technical difficulties.
Salaki, so you're breaking up kind of bad.
And what the brother's bringing out is so super heavy until we get him back. In that There is $25 billion allocated for people who couldn't pay their rent.
47 out of
Just
47 billion.
Salaki, brother,
It's 47
can you hear
billion
me?
in. Can you hear me, sir? You were breaking up before.
Salaki, you're breaking up.
How about now?
I can hear you. Come on.
Come on.
Yeah, you're on froze now.
Okay, so we good because we had a little moment that was kind of bad.
Yeah, so just go back to the $25 billion and the 3 million that has been allocated and used.
Right. Con, so 47 billion was the original. That's how much is in total. But
For
so
40
far, go ahead, sir.
No, you said 47 billion that has been allocated.
No, it hasn't been. That's the beginning. It says Congress has allocated nearly 47 billion in assistance that is supposed to go to help tenants pay off months of back rent.
Right.
But so far, only about 3 billion of the first tranche of 25 billion has been distributed through June by states and localities. It says some states like New York have distributed almost nothing, while several have only approved a few $1 million.
I wonder why. Because if I listen, New York is probably the most racist state, one of the most racist states in entire America.
Damn
you
right.
know, so a lot of the people inside of New York who rent are blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Absolutely.
So if we distribute that money, then we can't kick them out because they would be caught up on their rent. You know what I mean? We can't have them in the street as vagrants. We can't implement other policies to further destroy them. This place is so wicked and diabolical and evil when it comes to the Lord's chosen people, brother.
Damn right.
I don't know where to start. We know where to start. When I say I don't know where to start, I'm saying for our people coming out of the darkness that we're in. You know what I mean? Like there's so many things coming at us at all different angles from these oppressors, from these heathens and stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's so ridiculous. This is why our brothers, you know what I mean, you'll see them on the streets, you know what I mean, just out their mind because they can't cope with it. They use the drug as a coping mechanism. They plunder their spirit into, you know what I'm saying, abominable things that further destroys us as a nation, man. You know what I mean? Like there's money to help everybody. This is the richest country on the face of the earth. And who made it rich? The same people that won't ever receive any benefit from it.
Right.
You know what I mean? If that makes sense, brother. Like it's just wicked, man. It's
Damn right.
wicked.
Damn right. No, otherwise that's it. That's what it is. I'm off it. The ISU Buchanan Command in General Yohana is the home of the truth.
Right.
We are not affiliated with any Christian organization, of the Hebrew Israelite organization, any government of any kind. You know what I'm saying? We do not support or associate ourselves with, you know what I'm saying, any elected officials or anything like that. The home of the truth is all about teaching blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians who they are according to this Bible and how they must come back to the Lord's, the law, statutes, and commandments that God set before them. Anything else is going to fall. Anything else is not going to save you. It's just going to further destroy you. All the voting we did, all the marching we did, hands up, don't shoot we did. We made sure that Sleepy Joe got in office, and now he is continuing daily to spit in the faces of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's just what it is.
Unplugged from the Matrix. Another successful episode.
Damn right.
Shout out to all the brothers and sisters who came in and joined us today. You know what I mean? Big up again, Commanding General Yohana, all the generals, captains, officers, troopers, young men, sisters, babies. You know what I mean? Big up to my right-hand man on the left, you know, Officer of 500 Tabawan Yahawada, bringing out these excellent stories and able to decipher between real and fake
Right.
unplugging from the matrix. You know what I mean? ISUPK under Commanding General Yahana, established since 1969.
Damn right.
There's nothing else to say. You know what I mean?
Come.
Find a school near you. You know what I mean? And get your ass in class.
That's right.
That's all I can say.
Come.
You know, the situation and you know what I mean, the social landscape of America is not conducive for our success.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Come.
And with that, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna say Shalom Yabashim Shabakatam, Yashamalatan Bashim Shai. You know what I mean? If you want to say anything else, brother, I'm man, to water to you. You know what I'm saying?
The
Excellent
water,
show.
no, the water to you, sir. Excellent show. Only thing I would like to say, I'm just gonna just piggyback on what you said, sir. Just make sure you get in class. If you know what I'm saying, me and myself and officer of 1,000 IAs, of course, are stationed here in North Carolina. If you want to visit any of the schools in North Carolina, get in contact with the camp leader, with Captain Nyathak. For Durham, the Durham School, of course, the address is 2534 South Roxborough Street. Again, that's 2534 South Roxborough Street. That's in Durham. What's the address for the Greenville School, sir?
Yeah, 2519 South Memorial Drive, Greenville, North Carolina.
Most High in Christ. And also, we do have the Charlotte School. I wanted to see if I can't remember the address for that one. It's in a different part of North Carolina. It's close to Charlotte. I can't get the name of that one, but there is a school in Charlotte as well, if you're in that area. So again, get in contact with Captain Nyathak, or Officer of 5,000 Yehuda, and they can hook you up, show you exactly where to go and what to do. The water for rocking out with us, tuning in with us. We appreciate every single one of y'all, brothers and sisters. So I said the same as my Adawan said. Shalom Yahweh Shemal Shabakatah to the brothers, and Shalom Yahweh Shemal Shemal Shah to the sisters, man. We'll see y'all next week.
Hey, Shalom, Israel.